Hey guys, it's Code Exploit here, and today I'm going to show you some basic things in Python. I know I have showed it to you before also, but I didn't use my voice. I just typed in the comments and showed you. And also it took very long time, so that the purpose of this video is that the video will be shorter and you'll get to know more. So let's go and learn something like how to avoid errors in Python and to declare variables also. So let's get into it. So I have showed you what ls command does. So you can see ls does this to list, and if you want to know more, you can do ls minus l. It will show you all the listed lists inside this directory, and these things are the permissions. I mean, sorry, these things, this parameter, or whatever you can call it. So we'll come to this later, but for now let's see what I'm going to discuss today. So just hold on a minute. Sorry. Okay, let's go into where did we create our okay test. Okay, see, so just check it out. I'm going to make a Python file. Okay, so you already know what a shebang is, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you what it does. Bin Python. So why do we type this? It's because the Python's files are stored here. If I tell you, like, see, if you type the command which Python, sorry, which Python, okay, see, it gives you the directory here. So this is the thing you should provide in your Python programs. This is called the shebang. If to declare the shebang, you have to give a hash and an exclamation mark. So let's get straight into it. Suppose you know what this means, whatever I'm typing right now. Suppose I'm going to write code exploit. So you see, this is a string stored into the variable y, and this is an integer 5 stored into the variable x. So let's see. Let me type an conditional if else statement. If x is equal to 5, oh sorry, not 5, y. So this is how you declare an if statement, by giving a colon here. So see what happens here. Print same. Okay, else if print, sorry, I have to provide since I have given else if statement here, so I'll have to provide a condition also. X is not equal to, sorry, not equal to, just give me a space, okay, y. Okay, not same. Okay, let's run this code. Sorry, I have to make it executable first. So in order to make it executable, I have to type chmod plus x, change the mode. It basically means change the mode, plus x ind.py. Okay, let's check. Yeah, see, This green means it's executable now. So let's run this code. See, now you'll see it gives an error. Why? Indentation error. Now I'm going to explain you what is the purpose of this lecture. So see, if you give if statement here with the condition x equal to y, then in order to execute it without any errors, you have to make sure you give a tab out here, okay? Because this print statement is inside the if block. In other programming languages, you will see they give this kind of bracket, okay? But in Python, we don't need that square brackets, so we just declare this inside the block of if statement, and this is why we got an indentation error. And similarly here, this is else if. It should remain with the same within the same line. So let me give a tab 2. Now let's run this code. Oops, I just made an error. What mistake did I make? Let me check it out. Okay, let's do this. Else, okay, see, not same. We got this error because, oh, this was a syntax error. I'll come to this later. We got this indentation error because we didn't give a tab after the if and else statement, okay? So this part we have done our indentation part. Now let's move on to typecasting, okay? So let's move on to the next topic. Nano cast type, okay, typecast dot py, okay. user bin python. Okay, let's declare a variable and initialize it with say 2 and y is equal to 4, okay, and z or z equals to random. Now let's see writing this program, code. X print y and print z. Let's run the following code. Okay, ls chmod plus x, and what was the Python file name? Okay, typecast. If you give a tab here, I just wanted to say something. If you write the first two letters or the first letter until and unless the first letter does not match any first letter of this any string. Suppose here nothing is starting from T. Okay, T is starting from here. If you write ty, just write ty and then give a tab, it will automatically predict the next comma. Okay, let's make it executable, and then now let's execute it. Typecast. See, it's printing 2 4 random. Okay, so let's see. Yes, okay. see what I wanted to explain here is this 2 is an integer value assigned to x, and this 4 is not an integer. Now you may ask why. Because anything enclosed within double quotes or single quotes is considered as string. And just look at here, just look at this, z equals random. This is also a string because it is enclosed within double quotes. So anything enclosed within double quotes is considered as string. Okay, now let me explain with one more example. Suppose 2.6 and I want to print only this part 2, not 2.6. Okay, so but before that, let me tell you one thing. This 2.6 is not an integer value. It is a float value. Okay, so if I want it to be printed in a int format, what should I do? Now typecast is one thing which comes into play when we do. This is where typecast comes into play. Now just watch what happens. See, only 2 is printed and not 2.6. Similarly, if I want this, okay, just let me remove this quotes. If I want to print this 4 in float type, but right now it's in integer, which is assigned to y. So if I just make a change out here, float, and now run the program, see, it gives 4.0. Anything which gives with decimal number is a float value. Okay, so I hope you understand whatever I'm trying to explain. If you don't understand, just type below the comments and let me know where you are facing problems. So here I taught you what typecasting is. Typecasting. So this is known as typecasting. What if I want to print this as int? Let's see what happens. Oops, see, I got an error saying value error. So what kind of error is this? If you want to convert a string to an int, that is not possible. Invalid literal for int with base 10 random. So this is not applicable in Python as well as in some other programming languages also. So to remove this error, we'll remove the int. Let's give str means string. So let's give this. Oh, see, there is no error. So by default here, if you write here print z, by default the string is already there. The changes remain same. If you type str, is the same as print z. But if you want to if you want to change the values of numerical values, okay. So what I was saying, that if you try to manipulate numerical values, that's possible, but in case of string, that's not possible. Okay, so we are done with typecasting here. In the next lecture, we'll talk about strings and what functions and whatever thing we can do, whatever we can perform with strings, like slicing and stuff, and concatenation, modify the strings, format strings, and much more. So subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this, and I'll be coming up with more contents, like what is this servers and clients in Python, and networking related stuff, with how to capture, like how to collect data from the a particular web page, and so on. So stay tuned and have a good day.